What's going on, guys? It's Spidergate here, and I'm gonna read the review from WeirdScienceDCComics.com. This X-Men Gold issue number 1 review. Hope you guys will enjoy this review. So let's go and start the review. The X-Men Blue and Gold teams are back in the latest Marvel relaunch. This one titled Resurrection, revolving specifically around the Xbox. So things start out with our team led by Kitty Pryde, who's joined by Logan, Nightcrawler, Storm, Colossus, and Rachel Summers, now going by Prestige, face to face with what would normally be considered a more galactic type foe in Terrax. Kitty immediately gets to work displaying her more than adequate leadership abilities, commanding the team in various ways to save the day, in the end defeating Terrax with little resistance, despite the bad guy being corralled by the X-Men for all to see. The citizens of the city display their outward prejudice towards the team, setting the stage for Kitty to accept responsibility for the X-Men's actions of late, in the end promising a better tomorrow through their actions to everyone present. The second act of our story slows the pace, goes heavy on nostalgia, and sets the stage for the reader to get an idea of the mindset behind the different characters highlighted on this team. Kitty accepts her new responsibilities head-on. Old Man Logan reveals his softer side to his teammates, which Wolverine rarely showed in the past. Storm and Nightcrawler reflect on the X-Men's current status in society post IVX, while Colossus pursues Kitty in a romantic way, looking to rekindle lost love. Prestige gets a few-page spotlight which highlights the reason for her name change, while she mentors a few younger X-Men in the Danger Room. There she winds down as the team is abruptly called off to a location to help deal with a distress call in the area. In classic X-Men fashion, they take the jet and arrive on scene, only to quickly discover they have been called to confront a team masquerading as the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. As the book comes to a close, with all things considered, X-Men Gold issue number 1 really felt like a pilot episode to a TV show that briefly sets the stage for future events after taking a majority of the time to set up characters' motivations early on. And the other things are pretty good. There's nothing wrong with the dialogue or context of what Guggenheim is saying, but some of the story choices and scene transitions, especially in Act 2, feel jarring as we jump from one situation to the next very quickly. Obviously, the art has become a topic of controversy over the weekend. Others much more eloquent than myself have commented on the situation, so feel free to make of that situation what you will. All controversy aside though, the character work looks very solid, the action comes off clean and is very easy to follow throughout, so the artistic work to my eye is no doubt enjoyable to look at. However, my general feeling about this title is something felt a little bit off to a start for me. It's easily the forced nature of some of the story decisions. I don't like the X-Men owing the city $18 million in rent and taxes. How will they raise this money short of winning the lotto? Or the writer's decision to shove the Colossus and Kitty romance into our face already. The later decision especially reeks of going for nostalgia's sake just too early. It's not something that's occurred naturally at any point, yet these characters literally just got back near each other. So not to hammer on things or make it some like I didn't enjoy, but yeah, I also don't have loved too much how the topic of prejudice went. So yeah, let's if we read from other reviewers also what we gonna get, we're gonna check from adventuresimporters.com, and this review is by Jason Segarra. Okay, if I am spelled wrong, just correct me. Anyway, coming out of X-Men Prime, the X universe has a new status quo, albeit a fairly familiar one. Kitty Pryde is back on the mutant side of the Marvel universe, and she's once again leading the X-Men, both as a field leader and as the de facto Professor Xavier. This issue, which sees Kitty's new team of Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan, and Rachel Summers, renamed Prestige, which not great, but they explain it well, face off against Galactic Batty T-Rex, and sets up the return of one of the X-Men's most iconic villains. It's a real shout out to the Claremont era of X-Books. Under Claremont, the X-Books become a sort of familial unit as well as a strike team. It was all about these fantastic superheroes with the power to control the weather or punch a hole in a mountain, being real people interacting with one another in unique and interesting ways. Appropriately enough for a book with this title, the character interactions are highly evocative of that golden age of the X-Men, from Logan slipping back into his familiar paternalistic role with Kitty, to Kitty and Colossus having awkward romantic tension. Mark Guggenheim writes those characters like a true child of the 80s. I don't think we needed so many scenes of their introspective character gets reassured by a stoically optimistic friend, but we're just laying the path for the rest of the series, so I won't dwell on bits that felt superfluous or something. But overall, it's, yeah, you can say it's one of the good comics because the artwork is good, the story is, well, pretty much great, and the whole comic saga about the characters is going great too. So what do you need what do you need more to buy this comic book? So yeah, just order it online or from the store. You just buy it and enjoy it while reading in the holidays or while reading on the way to office or school or college. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I don't know how am I doing as a reviewer on this video, so I'm gonna tell you, if you don't like it, just mute my voice. Have a great day.